Hello, my name is KaseyLAButler. Welcome to Case Face. This week I went to see the new movie Inside Out, and it was adorable. Let's just say I cried. Wept like a little girl. It really did make me think a lot. In this movie, essentially, this little girl has what they call or refer to as core memories, or things that she remembers, or things that are part of her past that make her who she is. It's very well thought out, and I mean, from a psychological standpoint, I feel like it was relatively sound. And the number one thing that I thought about after that movie was, what are the core memories that make me who I am? And I was able to narrow it down to 5 different core memory groups: work ethic, friendship, honesty and communication, family, and faith. Number 1, work ethic. My junior year of high school, I made the basketball team. I wasn't that good, but they let me be on the team because I worked super hard. And one time in particular, I remember it was my birthday. We had lost the game before, a game I didn't even play in, and for every point we lost by, and for every free throw we missed, our coach made us run a sprint. And I remember being kind of bugged because I was like, it's my birthday. I don't want to run these stupid sprints. And I didn't even play in the game, so I didn't even miss any of these shots that made us lose. And for whatever reason, I remember in my little brain thinking, yeah, but what kind of a person do you want to be? The kind of person who just makes excuses? Or the kind of person that works their butt off? I did every single sprint that day, and I did not let one person beat me the entire time. And I remember that. I remember taking pride in that for myself and saying, I did that. Nobody else told me I had to do that. I did that because I wanted to be that strong person. Number 2, friendship. I was in middle school, and I didn't have any friends. We had just moved to Detroit, Michigan, and I was being kind of butthurt about the whole thing, and I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I didn't want to have any friends, and so I had 0 friends, 0. I would go days without talking to anybody in school. And then, by some miracle, I met this girl, and we started to be friends, and I was so relieved. I was so happy because I finally had somebody at school that I could talk to. And then, like, a month after us starting to be friends, I don't know why, but for some reason, she just stopped. Like, 100%. Didn't talk to me, didn't want anything to do with me. If I tried to talk to her, she would pretend like she couldn't hear me. I was devastated. I made a decision that I would never make anybody else feel the way that she made me feel. Number 3, honesty and communication. When I was a teenager, for some reason, I started to lie a lot, about everything. I was mid-lie to my mom. I don't even remember what I was lying about. I just stopped, and I just broke down, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I don't want to lie anymore. And I remember my mom was just like, what's happening? And I remember feeling just so set free and just knowing from here on out, you're going to tell the truth. And since then, I don't lie at all. I would rather have the uncomfortable and painful truth than lie to you. Number 4, family. So when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, my older sister crashed her bike and got like all scraped up. She set out the next morning early so that she could catch the bus up the hill. And I remember that she wasn't at the bus stop yet when the bus driver came. I could tell that she was upset. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, she was crying, and she was just kind of hobbling and limping along. And the bus driver, just thinking that she was, dawdling, basically, started to leave. And I remember that in that moment, my mom saying to all of us kids as we were younger, you defend your family no matter what. And I remember as the bus driver is leaving, having this conundrum in my mind, what do I do? Like, she's leaving and my sister's crying and trying to get on this bus. And so you know what I did? I stood up and I just started to scream. I just stood there and screamed my little heart out until the bus driver driver stopped the bus and my sister got on. And I remember just feeling so just like, yes, my sister. Number 5, faith. But I remember one of the first times that I had a personal interaction with God. I was about 15 years old. I had done something that I felt bad about. So I remember I went into my room and I kneeled down and I just, very simple prayer, I just asked God to forgive me. And I felt like nothing happened. And I was like, oh great, God doesn't even know that I'm there. And so I tried again. I was like, God, please help me. Nothing. And then I remember the third time I pleaded. I was like, God, please hear me. And it was really simple, but I remember that it was like my whole body just filled up with light. And in that moment and forevermore, I knew that God heard me. There were other memories, obviously, that I wasn't able to place that still play a big part of my life. Watching my grandpa die, my first kiss, Teletubbies. I mean, that was a confusing time. Subscribe if you enjoyed this and would want to see more of things like this. If you liked the video, show some love. I am actually incredibly interested in what some of your core memories are. So if you have the time and you want to share, please let me know about what your core memories are in the comments below. I will be replying to every single comment per usual. I think you're fantastic. Don't forget how great you are. I hope you have such a good week, and I will see you next Wednesday. P.S. I'm working with Trixon now. Bye.